It's really cool what it's done. Have you done the porn yet on the
I'm sorry,
glasses
what was
on
that?
the VR?
No.
Porn?
No.
We went from Pokemon to porn.
Well,
Same thing.
You could do virtual reality porn?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
So there's I forget which website. One of the main websites has
See somebody like that.
it has free.
Maybe that's what those people were doing with their phone during Jay and Ari's thing.
One of the main websites, porn websites, Pornhub, I think, has virtual porn now for free. So you could buy this thing on Amazon, put your Samsung Note 5 in there, and it's like a really cheap version of, you could do like kind of like Google Cardboard. But I tried it out the other day. Immediately, I was like, "Oh no, this is the one thing that's going to save porn." Because after watching it, I felt way more connected to the girl and the sex. And it was way better, like a masturbation environment.
Whoa!
And that and music videos, like I don't know if you've seen Jamie's friend Cameron Gray.
So when you're saying way more connected, so you felt it wasn't like you were just watching porn.
Right. It was like, oh my gosh. I'm more closer to this girl now because now I could like look at the girl's feet if I wanted to, or I could look at the but it was like I was more like after I was done I was like, holy cow, I felt way closer to it. This is a way better step up in porn.
Right.
Music videos too. Like his buddy Cameron Gray has a free app that you can download, and it's like you're watching this music video, but then you can look in the back seat and see what's going on in the back seat. There's like all these different storylines going on all around, and it's so cool. If you haven't seen his friend has an amazing music video, and it's on the App Store. Cameron Gray.
Wow. That makes sense, man. I think they're probably going to do that with comedy shows too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely. And that's
wow.
when you've seen that stuff at the UFC, they probably will have it where you can just sit there and watch certain fights, and you can look around. You can see like Dana sitting there. You can see you yelling.
Well, you know what it might be too. I mean, I don't know. This is just total speculation, but it might be that. Is this the video?
Switch to the halfway. Can you move it to the halfway point? This part right here. He's in the back seat or you're in the front seat of a car, and there's somebody like catching this right here. So you can look around, and you can see him get out of the car, and you're like, wait, where'd he go?
Is that like broken glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting something out of the trunk. You're like, what's he getting out of the trunk? And you can just look around, and then it's so cool.
Or you could look forward if you choose to.
Yeah.
Wow.
See,
so weird.
I think that's just
There's
gritty
camera.
ground, Joe. I don't think that's glass.
Weird.
And there's camera, and he's like lighting something on fire. But it's neat. This as a good example. This is the first I've seen somebody like a music video do it. This is a good example of like it takes you to a different level of a music video. You're not watching a music video. You get to look at whatever you want in this music video.
Yeah, it's the next level of immersion.
Yeah. But I don't believe that it's going to take off till they figure out how to make the goggles smaller, more easier.
Well, do you think? Here's the question. What is it? What is a movie going to be like if this becomes the new thing? Because like we're used to seeing, like if you want to see a great movie, right? You want to see Raging Bull, right? Great movie. You sit there and you watch this great movie. It all plays out right in front of you. When it doesn't, when it's all in your head, do you still want to be around other people that are experiencing it? Like, then is everybody walking around?
Is everybody seeing something different?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a while till it
perspective?
ever gets to movies, if ever, just because if you have the goggles on, after a certain amount of time, you have to take them off. You're just done. Your eyes, it's too much for your eyes.
Do you think that it's too much because it's just not good yet? Do you think that's something they could work around?
A little bit of that and a little bit of... I think it really fucks with your
has to.
everything.
It has to.
Well, they say if you look with shitty binoculars, it's like bad for your eyes, like shitty glass.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense if you're looking through this lens at this image. And it would have to be like Swarovski crystal or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like for it to be really clear for your eyes. Does that make sense?
Do you look at binoculars
it's straining,
a lot?
because it's straining. It also has to be like 90 frames per second, or it has to be some kind of frames per second, or it makes you sick. So like like there's a video game that's coming out soon for I think Xbox or PlayStation, I forget, that is a virtual reality game or one that you wear goggles, but they don't have the frame speed up fast enough, so people are just getting sick immediately.
But what I'm just thinking is like really good goggles or really good binoculars. They're real expensive. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I think. If you think about how much it costs just to buy a pair of binoculars, like a really high-end pair of binoculars, and think about like how much more it would be for a computer attached to that thing and looking through, like to have it look really clear. Like, what is the difference between like a 4K? What is it's just the resolution difference between 4K?
Yeah, it's pretty much like 4 HD TVs make one 4K screen.
But I've heard that is it OLED that's the best like visual.
That's like saying nowadays like plasma LCD. You know, like that's a kind of TV or kind of a display. So yeah.
So OLED is not anything special.
No, that's just like one of the better.
I
Is
think
that the best
it's an
one?
organic LED, organic light
Yeah.
diode.
That's what I've been
That's the top
told
right now,
looks
yeah.
the best.
I think so from what I've seen.
And do they make that in 4K too?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We're in a weird world, aren't we, folks?
You think? I mean,
I'm waiting for my TV to
I'm
die.
dizzy
So bad.
listening to the
Things
conversation.
are so strange. Why don't you give your TV to like Josh?
No, it's a nice TV. I just, I
Wait.
want it to die so I have a reason to get a new TV.
Oh,
I know, I hear you.
but it's like still a top of the line.
Still,
TV.
it's
not
like-
like
yeah,
an
still,
old.
it's
It doesn't
fine.
have a back.
Well, they were
you know?
awesome. They were awesome 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I have an old ass TV in my gym. My TV in my gym I got in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same TV.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting.
But still, they're good. I
yeah,
mean,
it's pretty good. But
I think
it
mine's
would be
that old.
cheap as fuck today. Like
Yeah.
if I bought it today, it would be like
people
nothing.
would, oh, that's garbage. You're
Back
like,
then, it
what? I
was like,
spent a
look what
fortune
I
on this.
got.
Yeah.
I've got something beautiful.